Hello, Michael here. Today looking at Psalm 64 for our meditation, specifically verse 3 and 4 for the exposition. This psalm, which may be subtitled, Hide Me from the Wicked. And we're going to go ahead and read the first four verses then of this psalm. Verse 1. Hear my voice, O God, in my prayer. Preserve my life from fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. And verse 3. Who whet their tongue like a sword, and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words. And verse 4. That they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him, and fear not. So we look to the treasury of David, and verse 3. Who whet their tongue like a sword. Slander has ever been the master weapon of the good man's enemies, and great is the care of the malicious to use it effectively. As warriors grind their swords to give them an edge which will cut deep and wound desperately, so do the unscrupulous invent falsehood which shall be calculated to inflict pain, to stab the reputation, to kill the honor of the righteous. What is there which an evil tongue will not say? What misery will it not labor to inflict? And bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words. Far off they dart their calumnies, as archers shoot their poisoned arrows. They studiously and with force prepare their speech as bent bows, and then with cool, deliberate aim they let fly the shaft which they have dipped in bitterness. To sting, to inflict anguish, to destroy is their one design. Insults, sarcasm, taunting defiance, nicknaming, all these were practiced among Orientals as a kind of art, and if in these Western regions, with more refined manners, we are less addicted to the use of rough abuse, it is yet to be feared that the less apparent venom of the tongue inflicts none the less poignant pain. However, in all cases, let us fly to the Lord for help. David had but the one resource of prayer against the twofold weapons of the wicked. For defense against sword or arrows, he used the one defense of faith in God. And verse 4, that read, that they shall shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him, and fear not. That they may shoot in secret at the perfect. They lie in ambush with bows ready bent to aim a coward's shaft at the upright man. Sincere and upright conduct will not secure us from the assaults of slander. The devil shot at our Lord himself, and we may rest assured he has a fiery dart in reserve for us. He was absolutely perfect. We are only so in a relative sense. Hence in us there is fuel for fiery darts to kindle on. Observe the meanness of malicious men. They will not accept fair combat. They shun the open field, and skulk in the bushes, lying in ambush against those who are not so acquainted with deceit as to suspect their treachery, and are too manly to imitate their despicable modes of warfare. Suddenly do they shoot at him, and fear not. To secrecy they add suddenness. They give their unsuspecting victim no chance of defending himself. They pounce on him like a wild beast leaping on its prey. They lay their plans so warily that they fear no detection. We have seen in daily life the arrow of calumny wounding its victim sorely. and yet we have not been able to discover the quarter from which the weapon was shot, nor to detect the hand which forged the arrowhead, or tinged it with the poison. Is it possible for justice to invent a punishment sufficiently severe to meet the case of the dastard who defiles my good name and remains himself in concealment? An open liar is an angel compared with this demon. Vipers and cobras are harmless and amiable creatures compared with such a reptile. The devil himself might blush at being the father of so base an offspring. Indeed, indeed. When ours always to pray, for the enemy seeketh whom he may destroy. Trust you enjoyed the meditation. Michael here declaring yet again, Jesus is Lord. Until next time, be blessed.